Hey you, it's Elle and happy Thanksgiving if you are somewhere that celebrates Thanksgiving. It's going to be in America next week. So I want to do something that I do every single year. It's time for my annual Thanksgiving makeup look. And I do this for my mama. My mama's favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, which makes complete sense because it's a time for family to get together, have food, have fellowship, and be thankful for all the things and people in our lives. And this is my 4th year doing this on the blog, my 2nd year on my YouTube. So I thought you guys might enjoy this look. It's pretty wearable. You can wear it any time of year that you want to, but I really like it in the fall and winter. I'm going to use all drugstore products, and just to mix it up a little bit, I'm going to use products that I haven't really used before on my YouTube. So just to kind of mix it up, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I've already added a moisturizer, allowed that to soak in, and then I've allowed this as well, the L'Oreal Pore Perfector. I actually have a review on this as well as a review of anything else you're probably looking for on the blog. So if you can't find it there, be sure to email me and I will gladly give you a review. For my foundation, I'll be using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and this is in the shade Creamy Natural. And I'm just using, this is a Delium brush to kind of place the foundation where I need it. I find with most women that we have the greater concentration of redness and imperfections in the middle of the face, so I do a heavier concentration here and then blend it out. And to apply the foundation, I usually don't use these on here because they take time and I'm trying to rush through tutorials. I'm going to use the Beauty Blender today, and this is what it looks like normally. Make sure you get it wet, that you get all the excess water out, and then we're going to use this to help give that airbrushed finish. So I'm using the bottom and I'm just putting that into place, pouncing it around. For concealer, I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda palette. This is 07, and I'm going to use a clean ring finger. Now, I don't like to use a finger to apply foundation, but I will use it to blend it in. So I'm just using my ring finger for that. And it has a really good setting powder underneath it as well. Normally I do my eyeshadow first, but I wanted to go ahead and get some foundation on there just because the less you see of me without foundation, the better. So onto the eyes. So I'm doing the eyes now. I'm going to use the eyelid primer from e.l.f. And if you have oily eyelids, I would suggest putting this on the back of your hand and then using maybe a brush to apply it or a really clean sanitized finger. And I like using an eyelid primer for this look because I'm going to be using just those purpley tones, and I tend to have purple veins that show up and a little bit of discoloration. So I want to make sure that that is hidden by the makeup. Now I'm doing the drugstore version of these, but if you want a high-end version, you want it all matte, I suggest the Pure Mattes. I've talked about these before on the blog and on my channel. So this is Soul Mattes from Pure Minerals, and they just have kind of the same colors and they're really pretty. So thought I'd throw that out there. For my eyes, I'm going to use this Designer Chocolates from Maybelline, and I don't like doing a red eye on anybody, almost unless you have really dark skin. It's going to look like you're sick or something. It's just not a good look. I tend to save that stuff for Halloween. So I like this because it's kind of like a smoked cranberry. You can see it's just a beautiful purpley mauve. And I'm also going to be using the Wet n Wild Trio here. There we go. I'm going to take this color here and apply it all over the lid with a flat shader brush. And you just want the lid. Don't go any higher than that, otherwise it'll make it a little bit harder for your colors to blend. Next, I have a Tarte crease brush, and I'm going into this shade that says Liner, and we're going to apply this in the crease. Just that outer V, and then I bring it in a little bit. Since I have hooded lids, as I always say, I go slightly above the crease. And I'm taking my Sigma E40, my favorite brush of all time, and I'm going to blend that out. So we want to create a seamless line between that smoky cranberry and the brown that I just put in. And I'm using circular motions to do this. You can use the same brush if you want to. This is just an E45 from Sigma. It's a small tapered one. I'm going into this palette from Wet n Wild, I'm going to take this dark shade right here and put this into my outer V. So I'm going to get just the tiniest bit on the tip and then put it into the outer V. This is just my cheating way of acting like I blended more. And then you're going to go back in with the E40 and blend it out. I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. This is an E30 from Sigma. Sorry y'all, I'm still getting used to this camera. So E30 pencil brush going into that dark shade. I'm just going to smudge it underneath the line, my bottom lashes. I'm going to go in with this tapered brush from Coastal Scents. It doesn't even have a number on it. And then this base shade. I don't like a shimmery highlight underneath the lid. I think it's kind of old school, but I'm going to do it today because I didn't want to use a bunch of products. Just pop that in. It says lid. I'm going to take the tiniest bit and just pop that in the center of my lid for a little bit of sparkle. Next I have the Sonia Kashuk Black Noir pencil eyeliner, and I'm just going to run a fine line up at the top. Not even really doing a wing, and you'll notice I'll do small strokes and place this at the lash line. Next up, I'm going to curl my lashes. This is a Shiseido one, but use whatever eyelash curler you want. And my tip is to curl and then use mascara, curl and then use mascara. Because if you curl both of them, by the time you get to your next eye, your lashes have probably fallen. And I'm also going to be using the Covergirl Flamed Out Mascara. So I'm going to curl at the base, flip up just a little bit. There's no need to put your hand over your head like that. And I'll do in the middle and just kind of walk my way to the end. To finish the eyes, I have this Maybelline Brow Drama. I've also reviewed this on the blog. I'll be honest, I don't really dig this thing because of this huge ball here, but because it only works there. And the rest of it I just don't really like. I'm going to do that to groom the old brows into place. For blush, I'm using the Maybelline Master Glaze, and this is in Make a Mauve. It's just a cream blush. I like it on me. Use whatever one you like because I know not everybody is into cream blush, especially if you have oily skin, it might not stay. Take that, you can blend it in with your fingers, but I'm just going to use a Real Techniques dual fiber brush to blend that in. For my lip color, I'm using one of my favorites. This is 107 from Kate Moss for Rimmel. I love this. It's always hard to find. This is my second tube of this. So just a beautiful berry color. So that's the final makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and have a great Thanksgiving if you are somewhere that celebrates Thanksgiving. And as always, have a great day. Be safe, behave, and be well. Love, Elle. Bye.